starting with this one that looks like yellow, or maybe closer to orange. So to pull that darker, we'll add some red. That looks great. It looks bright to me. This is something people have been asking me. Why do I add blue? Well, this is why. I want that to look a little neutral, so I need to add blue. By adding blue, it will just dull it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh, not too much. Would you add yellow or red? There we go. Maybe a little more yellow. Which of these colors would we mix to make green? So yellow and blue make green. If it's more yellow, it's a pretty spring green, and more blue will be a deep pine green. But this blue is very strong, so I'll add almost equal parts, slightly more blue. It looks too light, but it's also too bright. So though you'd think you'd add blue, in this case I'm going to add the opposite. Just like last time, what I meant by dull is to add the opposite. Was that enough? I think I'll try a little more. Oh, I think that was too much. Would you add yellow or blue? I'm going to try some yellow. What do you think? Which colors make purple? Red and blue make purple. Look how dark. Even though individually they are lighter, together they become a dark purple. Would you add red or blue? I decided to leave it at that. What do you think? This most dominant color looks like red to me, but it's darker, maybe more of a maroon or a purple. So what color should I add? Okay, I'm going to try not to add too much because it still looks very red to me. What would you add? I'm going to add some more red back into it. Unfortunately, it's still not as bright as I would like, but you can't make a color brighter. Maybe that red is slightly orange or that blue is slightly green, which means one of them may have a trace of yellow. And as we know, the opposites make a color dull. So that purple must have a little yellow that we can't get out because that's the manufacturing. Same with that red then. I can't make that any brighter. So I'm going to cheat with this one. Maybe I can just add the red we just made, or the purplish maroon we just made, and see how that works. I think I want to add some yellow, but not just any yellow. I'll go ahead and add some of that yellow that we already have mixed up, because I think there's some other colors to dull it. It just feels like it's a little more of a dusty rose to me. So that's why I add that yellow. Do you hear the hummingbird behind me? Maybe darken it up just a little bit. So how would you start with that last one? So light, I would just start with white. Gray is a combination of all the colors, mostly blue, except that blue is very strong, as we know. Let's try that. Would you add red, yellow, or blue? I'm gonna add a little more yellow. How's that look? Maybe a little more blue. This one's tricky. What do you think?